All right, guys, so not too long ago, I shared with you my Sangin Overlord, Dark Overlord. It's the DLC black case, clearly, and I still really enjoy this watch. It's a quartz GMT. I'm not big time into quartz, but I'm not anti-quartz. I have probably way too many quartz watches, potentially. I don't know, is that such a thing? I still really enjoying that watch, but I started down this rabbit hole with they're not really military watches. I mean, they are because active military, veterans, first responders, pilots, so many people that are in actually like that role are wearing watches like these. So much like we watch enthusiasts like dive watches but don't really go diving. I know there's like 2% of you out there that actually do, but the other 98% of us just like a good bezel action. That's it. So it's the kind of the same thing with this. Yes, we have discovered, the civilians have discovered that military folk, veterans, first responders, all those professions where they rely on their tools are wearing these watches. Not just this brand, but other brands as well. And we're gravitating toward them. At least I am, and I know others are as well. For the kind of the same way we like dive watches. It's we're not operators. We know we're not going to be doing that kind of work, but we still want that cool factor that comes along with it. And they do actually have that cool factor because it is real. This is the real deal. Like, guys are wearing this, men and women are wearing this out in the field and doing that kind of work. So pretty dang cool. I picked up this guy. This is the Neptune version 1, and I picked it up off from eBay. I don't like to buy on eBay, but when you're looking for that quick fix and you just want to pick up a watch and you're kind of protected and it's represented good and stuff like that, I overpaid. I straight up overpaid for the thing. But did I really? I guess I don't know. That's kind of a relative way to think about it. Out the door, $916 for this thing. I know. That's clearly too much money for this watch. This watch should be $500, $600, maybe $700. I think the retail on it's like $695 or something like that, around there. So I definitely overpaid. However, I did also gravitate toward it because it has this Watches of Espionage strap along with it. Those that know, and I will try to explain it later on down the road. We'll do a separate video on just that. But let's just focus on the watch. So the watch is 42 millimeter. I excluded this little bump here. That's a crown guard. So I measured basically the bezel, which the case is slightly less than that. So I just measured the bezel. But if I would have measured the case, I'm guessing it's probably about 41 or 40 and a half. But the bezel's 42. The lug to lug is a 49. This entire thing is brushed. That's on purpose, right? So you either get the DLC black or you get the brushed. That's intentional, and I dig it. It's very utilitarian. It is a tool after all. It is also a watch. So 13.3 millimeter thick, flat sapphire crystal up top, aluminum bezel insert, 20 millimeter lug width, 6.4 millimeter screw down crown, keeping 200 meter water resist. Plenty of traction on the crown, plenty of traction on the 120 click bezel. Not the best bezel action, but it gets the job done. I have no complaints with it. I love the sloped chapter ring on the inside, also with your minutes. So very easy to tell the time with this thing. I would have liked to have seen a larger, more legible handset with this, but I don't feel like complaining about it necessarily. I'm just pointing it out. That's it. Inside is the NE15 movement. I don't know. Google it if you want to know what it is. It's a Seiko movement. And then it comes with, it is regulated 3 positions. It comes with this little card. There's some other details. This is the version 1 of Neptune. There'll be more. This was inspected in 2020 and it's valid through 21. So serial number 521. So if you sold this watch to me and you're watching this, then you know this watch. It comes with this strap, which I will never wear. And it came with this strap, which is a pretty nice nylon strap. And it's also signed with the logo for the brand. But I clearly was after both the watch, because I really like the Neptune. I like the destro offset. I dig that. And I'm excited to see what the future versions of this watch look like. But I also am like really, really hunting down some of these watches of espionage straps. A good buddy of mine actually gave me the 22 millimeter of the newer release one, and excited to continue that collection. It's something that I'm trying to push myself to do for 2024, is wear some of these nylon straps. Traditionally, if you watch the channel on a regular basis, you know that I don't wear, I like the way they look, I don't wear them. These ones are amazing, and we're going to cover that in more detail later on. We're just trying to stay focused on the watch, as much as I already screwed that up. And I'll put a link in the description. There's a lot of details. This is what I was wearing, if you're wondering. There's a lot of details on the watch and the brand. It'll all be in the description. Just click it, look at that. We're not covering that. We're already way longer than I want to be on these videos. I try to keep these videos short so you guys can just see the watch, right? So look at how many different slots there are. Very easy to use on this strap. And then I don't even have to fold it back for my wrist size. It just fits. So that's one of the reasons I'm digging this. And there it is on my 7¼ inch wrist. Should have BGW9 Lume on this. It'll be plenty bright enough. I'm sure future models will be even more intense. But that just looks killer, right? I feel like I'm ready to go to work. So, yeah, drive around and dig holes and do pipe wrenching and stuff. I guess that's what I do, right? So I'll do a quick close-up on here so you guys can get a closer look at it. It's a clean build. Everything's done as you would expect for a watch of this price point. I'm not mad about anything here, guys. This is a solid build. I love the K-shape. I love the brushing, the branding. It's very simple. This is exactly what you would want in a watch like this. Let's give it a quick blast with the UV light. Let's turn off the studio lights and check the Lume. There it is. BGW9, nice healthy application. Again, if we would have had more real estate on the handset, that would have been more bold. But whatever. I didn't design the watch. I didn't make the watch. I just bought the watch and I wear the watch. If I wanted to spec out a watch, then I'm sure I could do that. It would just cost a lot of time and money, which I don't have either. So thank you, all these watch companies, for making so many great watches that we get to complain about and still buy them and wear them. I'll see you guys on the next vid.